Star date!
Stop it.
There you go. She's on film. Once she knows she's on film, it's like lasers hitting her.
I'm getting ready to go for a run.
Oh my
Go.
gosh. I know. You need to run. Tighten that ass up a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
stop
My
it.
mom tells me not to say stuff like that. That's our humor. So,
Yeah, Mr. Jiggles.
I know. She calls me Jiggles all the time. So, we are about ready to walk out and do a damage report. I didn't realize how bad this storm was with these high winds, and so my mother told me in Ohio up there, let's just say near Cincinnati, she might not want her location online. What's up, buddy? There's our big cock. If anybody likes big cocks, what's up? He don't like being touched too much. Anyway, so here was our water collection. You know, this is all everything that we see for. By the way, I want to say good morning to our YouTube family. Most of our videos are unedited, just being for friends and family, but we're starting to get some followers, and I greatly appreciate it in the comments and the advice you're giving on some of the solar and the batteries. This is all new to us. We're a little over a year doing this, so everything we're learning all on our own and sort of enjoying the journey some days, and then days like today not enjoying the journey so much. But we sort of threw this up to collect water, and well, it's not looking so healthy. But eventually, as you can see the lake in the background, this whole peninsula. You guys check out some of the other videos. I'm sure a lot of the subscribers probably already have by now and seen sort of what we're working with. We just bought some acreage out in the middle of nowhere and slowly taking our time to turn it into a homestead and sort of start living a little more independently. We call that the Jack Master, by the way. My stepfather Jack got that. Oh, as much as I said, no, we don't need that. Oh, if we haven't had this for the last 2 winters, oh, saved our life. But so the solar panels, I have 3 inverters in there. They each have to have their own array. So I think most of them I have 6 panels per array. One of them I just only have 3. But even with this cable that I put up to keep them from falling down when the wind blows really hard, almost makes me wonder how this one did fall down. But it did. Not only did it rip the cable out, you know, so actually it doesn't look like it ripped that connector. No, good connector. Hopefully I can just lean that one up and plug it back in. Those 3, I do believe it definitely destroyed one of the connectors. I came out yesterday and looked at it. So my wife posted a few videos about, I don't know if she actually posted them, she edited them. She's starting to learn how to video edit, and I guess I'll go ahead and talk about it in this video since we're doing a little quick update and we have some followers that sort of, I think, enjoy hearing what's going on. So there's a older gentleman, he's probably around 80 years old, he's been coming back here his whole life, and we befriended him and talked to him all the time, and he had some roof rafters. He goes, oh, they've been sitting in my front yard for about 2 years now, and you know, and I don't think he's living extremely well, and he said use the money. So I said, okay, we'll buy them off of you. And they ended up being 16 feet across. And I said, you know what? I told my wife that we'll just go ahead and buy them off of him, help him out, give him a little bit of money, and we'll build a shed out of it. And then the shed morphed into, well, that's a pretty good size shed, you know, 16 by 24. Why don't we just get out of the tent and build something out of this? And so then we found these windows, 62 by 72 windows on Craigslist for $400 a piece. And, you know, now we got a dishwasher in there and insulation, and probably end up making this a little tiny livable cabin is the plan. And we're going to drag this, for everybody that has seen other videos, we're going to drag this over in this area over here, which is going to be the more permanent home site. We finally put some gravel up, and going to work on pouring the footers and stuff. But for anybody that listens to any of the other videos, this is just me and my wife. We don't contract anything. It's everything that's done. Moving shipping containers, doing solar, fixing cars, changing axles, changing track on excavators. It's just me and her. So I would say for a year being out here and the things we've done, you know, I guess scroll down to the bottom of my channel and look at some of the early videos. You can see what we started with. But this is it. I think this wire was ripped out. Clearly the connector is still on that one. For anybody that thinks solar panels are fragile, some of these I have had sitting on the ground. Oh wow, shredded the chicken coop sun bath thing. You know, these over here on the ground. Hey, by the way, pit bulls love chicken food. Come on, is it good? She's like, don't look at me, I'm eating. Not that I'm a big fan of it, and I know they need to get up off the ground. Like I said, almost everything here has just been a throw together, not a ton of thought into it type project. And so, but you know, pit bulls, you know, I think our biggest ones, they were 45, 55, and 65 when we took them to the vet. So 65 pounds plus 120 pound Great Dane, and they've all been sitting in the same spot. You know, not all four of them, but the Great Dane and pit bull sitting dead center of the panels. Seems like they like it when the sun's out. They must keep a little heat in them. But I don't know. Damage doesn't look too bad. Definitely the pool. Definitely ripped over the shade on the chicken run. And the panels, I'm gonna have to recrimp some of these ends. I have become a crimping expert. I can crimp the cables and do everything, so it won't be too long to cut that end off, recrimp an end on, and get that back up and running. You know, for a lot of people that it seems like I started getting a lot of followers when I posted my 36 Walmart batteries. And, you know, I talk about the 3-phase panel. I'll just touch on this while I'm walking around because I don't really do any big, long walk around update videos. I probably should. I did a 3-phase panel updated video just from all the comments that were coming off of the 36 Walmart batteries video. I had a lot of comments and they were saying you don't have 3-phase and you don't have split phase, and you know, they weren't really understanding a lot, I guess, where those inverters can be set up to any way you want them. But this right here, for anybody that wants to truly go off-grid, I recommend one of these. You can get them off GovPlanet, govplanet.com. Ritchie Brothers, I think, owns GovPlanet and Iron Planet. But a lot of these, if you click on the generators tab, those generators, typically a 10K generator, 10 kilowatt, actually bids up quite high. These generators, this trailer is under the trailers tab. It's called Drash, Grash. So that's a 20 kilowatt diesel generator, 130,000 BTU heating and air conditioning unit. And I think I picked this up for $2,600 plus the 10%. I'm sure they go up a little bit more now. I've had this about 5 or 6 years. But I mean, when you started, everything is digital. If you want to adjust the frequency trim, voltage trim, I mean, this thing's pretty nice, to be honest. And then without running the generator, why we ended up buying the 3 inverters so we could set up 3-phase is because we have, and by the way, people, I mean, it's a risk when you buy stuff government auction. You don't know if it's going to work or not. But, you know, these little ones, you know, you can get them for like $100, $120, these AC heating units. And to be honest, some of these auctions, I was planning on doing this for years to come. So a lot of these auctions I've won a long time ago, and I ended up testing all these out. They all worked fabulous. And then years later, when I come down here, this on-off switch was pretty much rusted solid. And So I've pilfered this one to make this one work. But, you know, I guess the government, when they sell these things, the government has to put what they paid for them. $14,000 for that. You want to talk about fraud, waste, and abuse? This thing had 500 hours on it when I purchased it for $2,600. Government paid $90,000 for it. So that's your taxpayers' dollars hard at work. And they do it. You know, everybody knows how the system works. Politicians, businesses keep selling these things for 90 grand, and
I'm leaving.
Government, bye-bye. She's going for a run. Go work, baby. Go work. Run it out. And, well, anyway, let's get away from that point of view. Some people might not like it. Go get her, buddy. Keep her safe. Keep her safe. Well, that's it for anybody that keeps seeing these white areas. We were going to do additions onto both sides of this, and we didn't know if we had enough paint to make it around with a paint sprayer. So I'm like, we'll just not paint them. But we're just going to not build onto this. We're going to drag this with the big excavator. Get 2 trees up and under it. That'll be an interesting video in itself. We're going to put 2 trees up and under this and drag this way over there, wherever that home site is over there. So that'll be fun. But overall, not too bad for this morning. A few solar panels, a few crimping. I guess the, hey, pit bulls versus cocks, roosters. See which ones. Mocha, did he get you? Well, thank you for all the subscribers, our YouTube family that is steadily growing. You know, I appreciate it. It's I like the comments. I like reading them, seeing what people think. It's a process. It's slow. I guess I never really talked about it. We want to do a 1-year update video that sort of explains the whole situation and how this journey began for us. It's like this tent. When we moved, you can see some of the earlier videos. There's like, it was all forest. That was the only place we came here. It was dark. We unrolled this air beam tent. It was the only place we could find. I was like, well, there's not trees here. Let's put it here. And unrolled it and pumped it up. And it's been there for 2 years ever since. We've pumped it up twice. And it's been holding firm. You know, they're really good tents. They're called air beam tents. You know, they're hard to find on there. I have looked for some because it's so useful, you know, just for storage. Just unroll it. They're very easy to set up compared to the other military type tents that I have. I got a pile of them over there, and you know, you can see little ones there. Even the one where the log splitter is right here. These little green tents. I got one there, and I have one over there with a lawnmower and tractor just to keep them dry out of the weather. But I got some bigger ones, and when it's just like I said, everything is just me and my wife, so we haven't been able to set those up yet. But well, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update. We are going to get to work and try to get everything back up to the normal. I'm sure over there at the home site we got a lot of stuff we got to clean up, but that's it.